This is your WCIA 3 forecast first.
Had to come back out in the weather garden for today because it's been so nice. Tomorrow night, though, will be a lot more humid, and also we're going to be calling for even warmer conditions by Friday. But it's been a very nice day today. We had temperatures that were in the 80s. We're in the 60s now, 66 in Champaign, 69 in Danville, and also in Pontiac, which is where we have our weather camera there from our Flooring America iNet with our clear skies. Winds are coming in out of the northeast under 10 miles an hour, and our planner calls for more in the way of heat and humidity for tomorrow. We get close to the low 90s, and like I said, there will be even more humidity on the way for Friday. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
Police are investigating a string of gun violence in one city. Who they say is behind it. Plus, Back the Blue wants Champaign City Council to treat officers with more respect, what the mayor had to say today. And how much trash can you pick up from a park? You won't believe the amount found throughout one district.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 10.
It's just sad that you can't go down the street or you cannot walk to the store.
She says that's because so many shootings are happening in Decatur. Police say suspects are spraying bullets from moving vehicles. Good evening, I'm Jessica Coons. Police are investigating 6 shooting crimes in Decatur. They happened in just 2 days. WCIA 3's Bryce Beeman is live in the newsroom. So Bryce, walk us through this timeline.
Well, Decatur police said there were 4 reports of gunfire yesterday. One of those resulted in a woman being shot in the stomach. There were also 2 more shots fired incidents reported just today. The first one happened yesterday around 3:30 near North 22nd Street. A man wearing a yellow shirt was seen firing shots at a vehicle. The second was at 9:20 near Pine and Main, where the woman was shot but is expected to be okay. Just 4 minutes later, shots were fired on Monroe and Grand. Then around 11 p.m., Decatur police say 2 homes were shot into on North ML King. And today, around 12:45 this morning, Decatur police responded to Hay and Monroe about 2 vehicles shooting at each other. And hours later, police say they responded to a similar situation on Pershing and Woodford. The CEO of Pain to Peace says she wants the violence to stop and that innocent lives are being affected.
I mean, they can't live a normal life if they got to always worry about, well, I can't go outside because we got to worry about gun violence, or I can't go to school because of that. I go to Decatur, I be petrified sometimes because you don't know where to drive to. You don't know where these people are at.
She went on to say that she just wants kids to be able to have a safe, fun summer. Decatur police said a small number of people are continuing to cause a majority of the violent crime in the city. They went on to say the guns are unlawfully owned and, quote, these criminals have demonstrated repeatedly that they have no concern for human life and no concern for persons who may be innocent bystanders in these incidents. If you have any information, you're encouraged to call police or Crime Stoppers. In the newsroom, I'm Bryce Beeman, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
All right, Bryce, thank you. Here's a follow-up. Champaign leaders are responding after a huge showing at last night's city council meeting. Hundreds showed up voicing their support for police officers and their safety. Back the Blue, Champaign County marched from the police station to City Hall last night. Council members listened to hours of public comment. We spoke with Champaign's mayor today. She says it was nice to see generally everyone was polite to each other.
It's always good to hear from community members and to have that opportunity to hear what they are feeling and what they're thinking.
Council says they plan to take what they heard and apply it to solutions. They say conversations like last night's are the only way things will be brought to their attention and ultimately how things can change. Springfield police are still looking for a man who disappeared in April. 42-year-old Kenneth Brown was last seen at a hotel on Toronto Road. Detectives say foul play is likely. Investigators say he had daily contact with his family, but they haven't heard from him. The Missing Persons Network is offering a $2,000 reward for his location. A Georgetown veteran and author has died. We first introduced you to Charlie Dukes last year when he was celebrating his 71st wedding anniversary. His daughter announced his death this week. Dukes was a prisoner of war and the author of Good Morning, but the Nightmares Never End. 2 homes were damaged and a shed destroyed after a fire in Sangamon County. This happened today on Farmingdale Road, just west of Springfield. No one was hurt, and the state fire marshal is still investigating. July 4th, just around the corner, and with people buying up fireworks, fire officials have some safety tips. They say to keep them away from kids and closely follow any instructions. The state fire marshal says fireworks cause about 18,000 fires every year in the U.S., so officials say if you enjoy them, try to watch them at a larger venue.
Watch a professional fireworks display somewhere rather than try and manage these things yourself. There is a danger involved.
He says things that explode and things that fly in the air are not allowed for your use in Illinois. Here's a look at today's COVID numbers in the state. 352 new cases were announced today. Another 22 people have died. The positivity rate is down to 1%, and nearly 46% of the entire state is fully vaccinated. A street festival that's been around for years is no more. The board of directors with the DECATUR celebration say they took a hit last year with the pandemic and they couldn't rebound. Every year that festival brought in about $100,000 for nonprofits. Last year would have been the 35th anniversary, but some are hopeful for the future.
It maybe has run its course, but I believe there are some great people in this community that could pull together and come up with a new event that will be just as successful and just as great in the future.
Leaders say Decatur still has more to offer, and although the festival is over, they're confident there's still more to come. And one spot in Decatur is seeing a lot more people. The Devon Lakeshore Amphitheater has concerts and free events planned for this summer. Staff members say since the governor opened up the state, there has been a spike in ticket sales, and they are happy to welcome people back after shows were canceled last year.
It's kind of like a grand reopening all over again, so we're trying to get people reacclimated with the venue, but also introducing some new things in the venue and some new shows.
Upcoming events include free movies, a showcase for Juneteenth, and live music. It was an in-person discussion with U of I's athletic director today, what he had to say about this year's football season and the aftermath of COVID-19. Plus, people aren't supposed to litter while out and about, but that's been a problem at one park district. All right, Jack, how's it feeling out there in the weather garden?
Jess, it feels amazing out here. It was such a nice, comfortable day today. The dew points were nice and low, and our temperatures weren't that high either, coming in basically right around average. But things are different for tomorrow, and especially for Friday. The heat is on. We'll also be calling for the chance for some stronger storms, and temperatures after that will cool off by next week. We'll talk about it next.